name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Mubarak Karim to all our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. And also a happy new month to all of you from Tap Tap Send in the whole Riase. As you already know, Tap Tap Send remains to be your #1, numero uno money transfer app you can ever find in the whole world. All you have to do is to go onto Google Play Store or App Store and download Tap Tap Send. The name is what? Tap Tap Send. Now, the testimonies from people is overwhelming. Everybody is giving the good testimony about Tap Tap Send because I've used it before and I understand how reliable, secure, and fast the app is. You, if you like, put it to a test and you see. So, what are you waiting for? Download Tap Tap Send now. Keep on sending the money to the loved ones and your family and let them appreciate you more. Remember the name. It's Tap Tap Send. Hey.
Tap Tap Send. Send more, spend less.
I go Ghana for Kokoko about 10 years. Kakra. Masaba mo now so be able your business na dey go so bon digital business ya wo community mu a chese edomo gum asadan kanya me na me kasa Ghana for ye endorse ni ade enne comfort ya so mu business ni mu me see your business e digital business aba bia be ko bia betumi arane agese me see woni internet no me say wo paycheck no wo de na so me na so me ntina wo se me nya bibi ka ho na me ho hen ha me asadan kanya me 2 years ni enya nke animu o eti ne yebo from no missy business way I fear so those of us in the diaspora need to be file tax no ye bro you 1099 now the file tax I fear the file ye bra be me the file ye do just a profession be our business teachers taxi drivers just a me who send your men can doctors lawyers bankers obia you hear no gadgets just say would they be running business ye less system na mount enti me say registration refundable. It's brabeshe. Say bibi obetumi aye. Pe bibi kan wo na wo gina wo na ba akopɛ so a ebegene. E wo so otumi gina wo na me no so do won sesi obo. Na wan kasa otumi manage wade business na be ye wa wo dia. Ma extra source of income. Me mo mu de aboa me ne mabusua. Enti no bra. Me say kakra nie momra. Me number na etwagu no. Ne yenkasa. God bless us all. Amen.
Check now, check it, fa check it, check it. The beat is real, we'll make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, fa check it, fa check it. Green select glucometer, check it, sugar level, fa check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Anyways, we are ready once again. Another opportunity for us to discuss all the relevant issues in our showbiz space with my men of God, and even of a debate that has been ongoing is really going to come on air one day. Maybe I have to host Chemo and Roland to do this. Who is for and who is against? It will be a good debate. So guys, think about it. Today we are going to do that debate, and I'll show you the debate I'm talking about. You keep watching. It is a huge debate, not the Kumawu debate though. Yeah, we are still monitoring Kumawu to see how things will unfold there. But you guys are welcome to the Tuesday's edition of Showbiz Daily right here on Sammy Flex TV. And I'm doing this with my people, Roland Amate, who is already in your shot. He is a talent manager, he is an event publicist, and also he's the manager and publisher of Showbiz Channel GH. And I also have man like Kobe Josvan, the nation's blogger. He says he's looking fine, boy. And I saw his video when he was speaking what's your language? Nzima on Facebook, and his Nzima people were so proud. Yeah.
The nation's blogger.
The nation's blogger.
Pushing the
talking
agenda.
about our agenda. Well, we know the agenda. Agenda is we want you guys to push money and let's make this go popular. So I'll bring it up and let's do it. And of course, in Team Dodo Solomon, aka HMO, is here, online manager Flex Entertainment Limited, and in Team Dosu Digital Solutions the other day. Osara. In Team Dosu Digital Solutions. Oh my goodness. Yes, big ups to Fidelis. And surely Sunday be coming your way again with Sammy Flex Connect. That is the Sunday evening show with our subscribers. We want you to be a part of it. Sunday to be coming your way again. We had some good numbers, almost hitting 100 people online, and you guys can be a part of it on Sunday. This time we pray no bugger wire will happen, so we can do our 79. The other day someone took us away, so we couldn't do more, but I hope that this time we will be able to do some more. To Digital Rasta, call him Currency. He's handling our cameras for us. Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex, and if you are here for the first time, please subscribe to us, because this is the home of quality showbiz and more. And again, use tap send if you are thinking about sending money from abroad to Ghana. Use tap send. Just download the app on your phone, put in your bank details, and use the promo code SammyFlex. This will help you to get some extra money into your wallet. Way fine. Join us and let's do more, and let's go straight into the issues. We have about 4 topics. We pray that today time will be enough for us to finish them, because it looks like for some time our time is really worrying us, but we pray that today we'll be able to finish all topics with speed. Now, I think the other day I had a session with Roland Amate and I spoke about it myself, and I'm asking that, are we now going to use only dance moves to promote our songs? Or better still, is every musician now under obligation to learn a dance routine to promote a song? Or in other words, it's coming up with a dance routine or dance moves the cheapest way of promotion in our music industry now, because maybe people cannot pay or something, so just go and learn some dance and put it out. When you do it, I'm sure you are good to go. Well, I've seen so many songs out, and all these songs come with some dance of a sort. Medikal's song, that is what is that, giveaway? Road Clear has a song. King Promise, Terminator has a song.
A dance
has a dance. Sorry. So Medikal's Road Clear has a dance. King Promise's Terminator has a dance. And almost every new song, the moment you come up with a song, now so forth. Oh, Stone Boy, let me add Stone Boy. Apoteki, Chechi. All of them, like, you have to force to get a dance for it. And I'm asking, is this now the cheapest way of promoting a song? I saw Lexis of Joy FM fame trying to capture some dance moves from King Promise, and oh my God, Charlie, enjoys you. Enjoys you. They are just showing him small. You, let's go catch this. Let's go watch this. I'll be right back. Let's go watch this. I'll be right back.
So get the new from 2 days super fast
just fly forward and come back.
Calm down. We are getting this. We are getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Let's go. So get the new Samsung Galaxy.
Right. No.
Uncle Star. Pull up. Your speed, your play, your power, your game, and your
What the hell?
I got this. Say no more, brother. Let's do this. Okay, from here, then we do it.
So after the 10 minutes, we are shifting to this side. Just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Slowly. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no.
Critical.
He actually doesn't know.
Well, so you saw this one from Lexus, obviously trying to capture what King Promise and his people have developed for their Terminator song. Really, the song is doing well after that eclectic performance at the VGMAs. Everybody's loving it. The last Saturday at Legon campus, I saw the way people were really jamming to the song. And again, he brought in the DWP Academy guys as well as Dance God Lloyd, and it was beautiful. But is this the only way out? Or maybe it is the cheapest? Let me start with the nation's blogger, Kobe Josman. Kobe, do you know how to dance?
Yeah, I guess some freestyling. So
you get what?
Some freestyle, like I can.
You're able to turn around a little bit.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Another day you try it better.
Yeah, very necessary.
So let's go ahead. Yes.
All right. So I think for now we can't trash this argument that dance is not adding value to our music. I mean, it has become part of it, but we can't say solely that that is the way.
Okay.
One way or the other, these dancers have their audience. And per which with this dance move, sometimes it generates a whole lot of admirations, and I mean creates more gap between even the song and even the dance. Because there are some songs that it is the dance that will push the song itself, but without the necessary promotion from the side of the musician, irrespective of the dance moves and other stuff, it will still not fly. But it is like you are preparing a soup. You need some spices to add it up to make it delicious. Of course, you get a good fish, but if the spices are not good enough, they can expose you. So I believe we need to, push this whole agenda. It has become part of us, and this thing has become a whole trending stuff. So when there's a new thing and it's good, and sitting down and realizing that if you combine yourself to it, it will benefit you as well. Why don't you push it? Beginning, there was some kind of back and forth. Some people wasn't getting the whole understanding. As I said, you have to employ the services of the dancers. It started with these TikTok stars. But one of the things that I think has made it easy now for the dancers is that most TikTok stars find it some less difficult exhibiting their dancing skills, because some are not good dancers. But with these dancers, along the line, they can even create some scenes in it that that is not coming from the mindset or the idea of the musician. So it will make the whole thing move, and they have the numbers too. They are doing well on social media, and irrespective of the huge followers coming from the musician, with the little push, it will also make the song more go far. So I think it's a good thing that we need to adopt and push it.
Okay, so we need to encourage it.
Yes,
that's what you
very
think.
necessary, very necessary.
Okay.
You can never trash it, because it has add more. More height or more or extended the mileage by which these songs will get. So we can never trash it. We need to big up these boys for putting their A games on. And when they are doing it too, you can see the energy. Sometimes you don't feel the song, but the way they will display the dance move, the energy, the connections, and even the vibe.
Especially when they do it from their dance studios.
Yes.
And they back it with that, with that hype.
Yeah, so sometimes some of the songs, let me use this Stoneboy Apucheche. Initially, I'm not familiar with the words in there, but from the dance move, I love the song from the dance move. The way they put the sickness, the move, the whole thing, like the scene itself, and then the energy inside there. It will push you for you to even show your dance move, even if you are not good. Like Karen said, I know he's not a good dancer, and there's no way he can battle with me. Just like Michy as well. For these two guys, I can battle with them. So just behind the scenes, we can try something. No way they can challenge me, crap. So if they want to dare, they should come.
Fired. Gunshots fired. Wow, Chabu, let's go.
Yeah, I think it's in vogue. Simply this is the new thing now. A new way or an addition to what we already had when it comes to promoting your songs or your music. So I'm not surprised that it is going that direction. And why not? If that's the way people are now consuming music, we should encourage it. But the thing is, it will also go out of whatever. Something new will come, and we will not see it again. Before this, there were other means for them to do the promotion. Especially in, I think, before this, the one thing I remember is they were putting a lot of musicians were going into movies or concerts, as we call it, to promote their songs and all that. They move with the concert people. They will sing before the concert people will come and act and all that. That was the way that they used to do it. I mean, before Sento or Waterproof and others will come and do their thing. The Jeko and Co will come and do their thing. A musician will come and sing with the band. Amachi Dede, Ampo for J, Adolfo, Baba J, the concert squad will come and do their thing. That was a way of promoting their song. Now it's no more in vogue. I mean, you won't even get the concert people to go along and promote your songs. And social media came. People were using social media to promote it. Now we think that adding dance to it will make it more lovely. People will accept it more, especially if they know how to do the dance. Then they will go ahead, learn the song, and even do their dance and all that. So it's good, but I'm pretty sure that it will not be like this forever. Something new will come and people will move there. But for now, this is what it is. I mean, people are doing it and it's working too. I remember the Kevin Boy song. Everybody singing tries to dance. Because the dance was the song. Like they were going together.
Exactly.
So it's not bad. I think we should encourage it. But for sure, it will not stay forever. Something new will also come.
What do you think will be the lifespan? Like, what do you?
Well, based on history, I think. Well, let's give it about 10 years. Something new will come. Okay. Yes, it's been in the system for a while now, about 2-3 years now. That it has become like the ish. I mean, everybody is doing it. But let's give it more time. Let's say after 5-6 years, we will see it. We will see it going down for sure. I'm really sure about that.
Okay, Ro, quick one. Let's go.
I think yes, it is in trends now, and definitely anything that is trending now that will help you to promote whatever you are trying to sell is something that anybody or any good marketer would want to adapt to. Okay. Provided it is not illegal and it is part of the game. You know, music and dance has always been brothers or siblings, which is why even going with the days in schools, it wasn't entertainment. It was music and dance.
I remember.
It was music and dance. And one sector that has always, anytime you use that tool to promote music, like a seamless a dance. That has always been. Let's check the likes when flipping, cracking, and all those stuff. All those moves indirectly were making so many songs or sounds very popular. But the attention of their contribution to music promotion wasn't that conscious like now. It was there. Dance has always played a very key role in music promotion, but that attention wasn't so much there like that. Yes, even though people were dancing to sounds and all that, let's check how Azonto became popular. It was also the dance. The dance played a very important role in the promotion of Azonto sound. So some of dance has always been there. My happiness is that the dance community have also been able to put some form of premium or spotlight on them. Now there is that focus, which is what is leading to even the expansion of the dance community. First, we had dancers. We had some huge dancers. Even this guy, the legend dancer who came to present an award, Ajite Sowa, yes, Ajite Sowa at the VGMA, said that gone were the days when VGMA were awarding dancers even with the Ghana Music Awards.
Not VGMA, there were other awards.
Other award schemes that he even received some award schemes.
A crack awards and all
yes,
those things.
So
and the Embassy Double
Pleasure.
Yeah,
Embassy Pleasure.
Embassy the what they call originals. So you see, dance had it was a huge thing back then, but along the line they lost that focus, and now they've been able to win themselves back. It is good. I am happy because now the business side of dance and its contribution to our music promotion has grown so much that now dancers have also gained some form of brand premium, to the extent that now somebody can just choreograph a dance, like give some choreography to a certain song, and before you realize, they even have the right to even patent it or even register it.
Yeah.
And
that other this guys mentioned it.
And that is the beauty of it. That is the beauty of it now. So me, I am happy. Now dance is playing like it has taken its shape. Yes, they've played a very important role in music promotion for a long time. But unfortunately, it was the majority of it were attributed to so many sectors. First, it was DJs Nana Eye who were the top music promoters in the system. It came to presenters. Then even online, the crowd in Puna, dancers were at the background funding some of these huge TikTokers. It was still some people who didn't belong to the dance community that were taking the glory. And now, when we are talking about numbers, they have the numbers and they are equally doing the job.
They have authority.
Of course. As well. So it is beautiful.
Elsewhere, let me add this. Michael Jackson, for instance, had dance consultants, people who teach him how to dance. Before he will come out with his songs and then the choreography thing. So he's been there for a while, but in our case, it's now becoming like main thing when it comes to music promotion.
The focus has now been on it. It has been in the shadows, but the focus has now been on it. Like Chemo said, maximum 10 years. Another 10 can come on overshadow, but dance will always play a very important role.
I think one thing that we also have to note is this. After learning how to do these dance routines off stage, our artists should have a way of doing the same dance when they are performing. Unfortunately, they do these dance moves with dancers off stage. When they are going on the stage, they are not even able to sometimes hire these guys to come and support their performances. Ever since Stonebwoy started the Apoteke dance, almost everywhere he performs, he goes with Incredible Ziggy. And that is beautiful. And I'm sure I'm now seeing that with King Promise and the DWP guys. Apart from that, some of them, they have dancers, but even on the stage, they are not able to do it because they have not mastered the dance and they are not able to employ the services of these dancers to deal with them. So yes, it is good. If the general public is loving it and if they are really enjoying it, keep them coming, but make sure you also find a way to make it part of your performances on stage, in music videos, so really and truly to stay. So like Kevin Boy's song, for instance, the dance wasn't the music video. No,
it wasn't.
These are some of the things I was talking about. So if the dance had been in the music video, then everywhere in the world, people who watch the music video will know that, okay, we have to learn how to do the dance. You don't have to be in the trends in Ghana before you will know it. So yes, if my people are loving it, then it means no problem. Keep them coming, but make sure you are making good use of the dance routine, and that will be fine. I have chanced on a video of Nigeria's Davido talking about the fact that whilst he was growing up and during his desire to do music, he told his people, as in his family, his parents, and they were not ready to allow him to do it. I remember in another interview, he even said that his father had to promise him, or his father had to, what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, when the word comes, I'll use it, because that will suit what I want to say. His father had to promise him, bribe him, that's the word I'm looking for. His father had to bribe him with a studio that, oh, when you are done with your university education, I'll build a full set studio for you. And even with that, he will still run away and go and sleep in some studios that were considered to be some poor places. Meanwhile, he was a rich boy coming from a rich home. His family, parents, everybody was rich. Just let us pamper you. Man said no. He would have to go sleep in studios, hot places. When he's left his about $6 million mansions and apartments going wasted. And I'm asking that was Davido's time when he was starting. Now, we have seen some big strides in Africa when it comes to entertainment. Are African parents still scared of their children going into showbiz or entertainment? Like the case of Davido, that yes, the man or the boy proved that he had the talent to do it. He could do it. Yet, they felt that, nah man, we don't want you to do it. Go to school. Why is that problem still existing here in Africa? Or is it a worldwide phenomenon? Because I know that elsewhere, the moment they are able to spot some talent in you, they find ways to hone the skills in you, so they'll make sure that you polish to become better. But here, everybody will say you know how to play football. Mama said Davido, yeah, mama. And I'm a living witness to this. The whole world, everybody says, ah, mommy, you buy him bomb. There was one day that a man was just driving on, just within minutes. He saw my skills, packed, promised to manage me, bought boots, football boots from Accra for me. My mom said, still that. Hey, hi, Chavo, someone I didn't know. We were playing at Nkoko, and I'm sure he was in traffic. And he saw something small. No? The man, who is that boy? I want to manage him. That time in Nkoko, nobody had white boots. There was a boot called Rollins. White boots, Rollins. I was the only guy in Nkoko who had white boots, like fresh. Yes, that. I'm sure if by then, Kapapa Ijay and Kamebo, I can retire my musica. I'm chopping my money with. So why in Africa, our parents are still not sure of places like sports and entertainment, but our focus is on entertainment using the Davido case study. Let's go watch the video, except of that. And he was having an interview with Beats FM. And when I come back, we have an open discussion on this.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't think because people didn't really know about my passport, like the early part of my career.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I don't think because people didn't really know about my passport, like the early part of my career. Right. Well, I think what was kind of difficult for me was, coming out and my background. I come from a very wealthy background.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody just felt like, nah, his dad's, this is money. Yeah. But like, one record, yeah. His dad, 2 records, yeah. 3 records, 4 records, 5 records, 50 records, 100 and what? Then they're like, yo, before like they had to agree, like, okay, he's actually good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when somebody say, oh, dad, like you gave up a lot.
Because people,
to do what you were going to do.
People love the grass to grace story.
Right.
Everybody loves the story of, yeah, I was down bad, now I'm up. You know what I'm saying? I've never been really down bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because my pops.
But you were passionate about it. And you were ready to give it up, though.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Like, because
we had a $60 million house in Nigeria that I ran away from. I was sleeping in my friend's studio, hot.
Man, I would have told.
They looking at me crazy like, boy, you better go home. I said, I'm not going home.
Hey, dude, I would have called your dad, be like, can I be your son? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'd be like, David done lost his mind, man. I'd be like, David, let's all go back.
No, that's how they were looking at me like.
Right.
And so you start.
But there's a call in there, bro. There's like.
They're like, my guys are telling me, man, guy, you don't understand. Oh, my guy, be going home. Oh. And then I'm like eating noodles, like people like, and it got to a point where everybody's like, bro, are you trying to, trying to be born? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I just kept on saying, man, you don't understand my family. Like, and I knew like once I went back, they gonna lock that gate, boy.
Yeah, and you never get out of it.
So I'm like, nah. So even like the friends I was staying with, the police will send letters like, we heard you have David Adeleke inside your house. If we come back and he's here, we're going to arrest him. I'm like, damn, I can't do no show. Hey. Now I can't. I got nowhere to sleep.
Yeah. Like, man, I'm on the floor,
bro. No floor.
Right.
Bro, it was crazy. Like, but that record.
Well, so you heard the report from Davido in that particular interview. And I'm still asking why it is so difficult for African parents to allow their children to choose some of these passions. Maybe Chamo will start this. Let's take it from the camp of Chamo. Chamo, yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's only African parents. Even elsewhere they do it. Just that ours is pronounced and more. And and
ours is loud.
Yes, and reasonably so. Because the risk that people take here when you want to do entertainment or anything sport is far higher than what they experience elsewhere. That's why the thing is like that. You know, in our case, it's not long ago that we have been able to monetize it in a way for it to make sense. I mean, many years ago, it was just for the entertainment value, and then you get something small to chop. and if you are a musician, for instance, then you get more girls, and that's that. and nothing in there for you. I mean, there's you had no future at that time. So I think they had the mindset of Kobol of one a year music, Kobol of one a bobo, and all those things. But now that we have seen that people can do it full time and make something out of it, and in fact, musicians can be counted among the rich people in our society now. So people will not at this point frown on it, but the risk is so high. So those some parents will have concerns, especially if you are not coming from that rich background. Even the rich homes, they will still say that they want you to be a doctor, a lawyer, some secure job will be, so that you don't go through the hassle of if it doesn't work, what do you do next and all that. So I think it's not so unique in our case, just that ours is loud because the risk here is also high. And the truth be told, before we get a Davido, we have about 10,000 Davido who failed. So if they are not coming from a good home, that will be the end of him. In fact, you see a lot of the musicians, wannabe musicians or failed musicians, talking about how they didn't get the support, how they, like, it's so risky to be in entertainment that the risk is high. In fact, even as successful as you be as a musician, when you are releasing a song, you are not sure of the outcome. You are not sure. So
that one is true.
So if you are a new musician, can you imagine? Even
your risk high.
It's so high. So if I'm your parent or I'm closer to you, I may be tempted to say, Charlie, try something else. So you just have to have the passion like Davido had. Then you push, hoping that things will work out. And be ready or be responsible for whatever happens. Then you can go all out. But if you can't take risk like that, then me, I'll advise you that don't go into
look for something secure.
Secure yourself before maybe you try to do it, or do it alongside when you think that it's paying off. Then you get rid of that and maybe focus on your music or entertainment in general, or even football, because the risk is high. So as for parents, I think they'll have concerns and this thing will still happen. But if you are passionate enough, if you think you can do something, why not push it? But the other side is that sometimes you can see that this guy, he's just doing it because a friend is doing it. Or not, yes, sir. And so on person into chinchina or baby. Only talent, you know, by a friend.
There are so many people like that.
Yes,
especially those who have.
So yes, because we are young, they me too. Why not? Let me try and all that. So the parents will still have that issue, and people should struggle through it to make it, and then they can share their stories. But me, I will still advise parents to go that direction. I mean, it's also a way to prove that you can do it. I've heard Kofi Kenyatta sharing his story, the same line. But as for him, he said that he had like the parents gave him how do I put it? Opinion, like he had an opinion to also say what he wants. So it was more like an agreement with the father. Like, okay, let me give you 2 years. If you fail, then you will come back and go to school, or you start school. And then yes, and then he said, okay, I agree, I will do it. So let's see what happens.
And we did the 2
then
years
after the 2 years, the father didn't even talk about it anymore, because at that point he was growing. In fact, even that, he said that the father was still not saying that, oh, you are good or something, until he came out with the song Susuka. Then the father called him and said that after our bonum.
Oh, really?
Yes, he said.
He was rapping.
I say after Susuka, then the father called him and said after our bonum. At that point, I think now the father
was convinced.
Convinced and now ready to even support you. And I've heard a story, like even in the media space, a huge brand like Howard Stern in America, they call him king of all media. he said almost the same thing. He said that his father was like, you are joking, find something better to do, this is not good for you. But at a point his father called him and said, okay, I think you are the man, you can do it. So that thing is not only in Africa or Ghana, but in our case, because the risk is high, our parents will do more as compared to the outside world.
So you are suggesting they even do it?
They should do it. It should encourage those who wants to take that path to also go harder. I mean, after that, you come and tell your story. You didn't get it easy. Some of them, even if you get it that easy, you are likely to fail because you will not have any reason to prove to anybody that you have to do it. So if I'm a parent, I will guide you to get a safer ground. Okay. And if you think you can take higher risks, why not? Go ahead. But I will also do my best just to make you safe, and then from there you do whatever you like. So me, I think we shouldn't change anything, but now it should be more like the Kofi Kenyatta's father's approach. Okay. Negotiate with them. If you see that you can't do anything about it, negotiate with them. Okay, let me give you 5 years. Let's see what you can do. If it doesn't work, please come back and let's do something safe. I think if we do that, it will be better than the extreme that some parents go. Like the Davido's case. I mean, the father was arresting
friends of the video
and all that. I mean, that one was to the extreme, but
no studio. Well, let me listen to Kobe just Van on this one. Kobe, do you also have any experiences to share?
Yeah, sure. I remember when I was young. Actually, we are.
Now you've grown.
Yeah, at least I'm growing. I'm still growing. So, Sammy, I remember those days. I have a sister, and my sister didn't stay with us. She was in Cote d'Ivoire, so we're like boys, and I was the last one. So sometimes you go out, not necessarily to go and play football or do anything like talent related, but the very moment you return, the kind of punishment that you'll be given.
I remember
there was some day I went out. The first day I was asked to go and fetch water 5. The next day 10 was increasing like that. So along the line, even what I was doing, I was very interested in drumming, and I had that passion, strong passion for it. And there was one guy who used to play this instrumental. So anytime I close from school, I just have to want to rush and go to his place. But the kind of restrictions and beatings and even the punishment along the line, I was like, oh, let me just back off. But I think whatever it is.
Oh, so you were a drummer, huh?
Yeah. Whatever it is, every parent wants something good for his or her ward. There's no way a parent will give birth to a child and be expecting that the child will be just an ordinary person or a cobalt on the street or maybe a social outcast. Possibly wish something good. I want to see my son or my daughter becoming a great personality. So in as much that they wish that, and they will always do everything possible. So I believe the best way that we can change this narrative is to prove to them, just as the likes of Kofi Kenyatta, Sarkodie. I remember Sarkodie too had the same experience. That at some point he has to tell the mother that he should give him 2 years. After the 2 years, if it doesn't work, then he just have to back off for the music.
He also has the same story.
Yeah, the same thing. And Shatta too has to move from his comfort zone and that. But the whole thing that has made the whole thing so strange is the whole processes involved. You see, being an entertainer or a dancer or a musician, you see, sometimes even if you are from a rich family, you have to move from that place and be in the midst of that ordinary people there. And that place, no rich man will love to see his or her son, daughter there. That has been the problem. So the process itself is no more or less encouraging. Imagine you want to become a footballer now. There's no way you get a good training page to train as a starter. Even the camping, some of the food, the treatment. So when they see it like this, it serves to be like a disencouragement along the line. But I believe with education and with the necessary the right information out there, just as we are doing, it will send a good signal to the parents. Even if you have a child and he has something good in him or her, the best way that you can help that child bring that good thing out of him or her is to coach him, nurture him. Sometimes some of these talents need, if they had the right advices from their parents, they would have even achieved
and direction.
Better. Yes. Because ubetumi akosa na afidi wakoka. But se wunya afutuo papa bi efi parents know and that one will also help you. Yesterday I was in a live conversation with one of my guys, the Ingeza TV, and the conversation was about this whole thing that we are talking about. How some parents still sees this entertainment thing as funny. As it stands now, many have proven that it is an avenue that you can make multi-million, money out of it. But still, people have that question marks. So when they see you as a journalist, it's like you are not serious. They see say no, you don't want money.
They don't see like you're not. They see like you are not secure.
Yes, you are not secure. Like I said, what do you want, Pesica? You don't love money. You don't want to do something that will bring money. But I know.
Personally, I also felt the same thing when I was also about to start my journalism.
I think moving forward, things are now changing now, and the narration is changing. So we are pleading with the parents. If your child has something good in him or her, just try in as much as possible to guide him, and he will more or less do or bring forth the good out of him or herself. And these talented kids and reality shows are equally doing good. They are drawing the signal more. Right now, if any boy, imagine this winner, the Abigail, the dancer girl. No? Everybody seeing this girl dance, wish that Uncle Yeneba. I wish my son is dancing. I wish my daughter is dancing. So all these things are changing the narration. But irrespective of it, we will still have people having that same two ways about it. Yeah.
Well, Roland will speak finally on this topic. Yes, Ro.
I think it has been a roller coaster ride, like since time immemorial. But then, back then, like every situation would determine how some of these parents or how parents will approach some of these things. Back then, it was because if you are to pinpoint the prominent people in future, you wouldn't find more
in society. You mean?
Yes, in society, you wouldn't find more of these people who belong to these fraternities that the awards want to. But now, even comedians will tell you, Charlie, the moment I started doing comedy, my parents started asking me questions, and now I am able to pinpoint, look at KSM, look at this, look at that, look at this. When we have so many successful people in the space, it is another way that can encourage some parents to have some form of relief when their awards or their children want to venture into that. But now, another aspect is also religion and belief. That is also playing a very important role in how parents now even perceive, regardless of how successful some people even are in the space. Some people, out of their religious beliefs, still have question marks to it. Okay. Black Sheriff is a clear example. You wouldn't go far. Black Sheriff is a clear example.
Well, his mother did not want.
No, I'm not saying his mother did not want to, but you see, the perception of the moment somebody becomes a successful person in a certain space, then they attribute it spiritually to certain form of stuff, like the Illuminati, then whatever. There are some parents which, out of some of these things, they wouldn't want their children to join, regardless of the money that you are going to get.
Because of the invite
that
will come around it.
No matter how successful you are going to be in the space, because of some of these things, because they never know if it is true or not. And so far there has never been any concrete evidence to prove whether it is true or even false. Nobody has been able to come to authenticate it or even deny it or even debunk it. Let's check the number of people who have been tagged with some of these things. How many of them have been successful in even proving that it is true or false? Nobody. So this thing, even in our current state, regardless of how successful...
But are you sure at the moment we haven't had people who have told the world that out of music, out of entertainment, they are now okay?
Oh yes, no, it is not even for them to say. It is evidence, like it is clear in our faces. It is you think now Black Sheriff needs to come and tell people that he's okay or he's successful? No, he doesn't need it. His stuff out there is a clear evidence. But the mere tag that somebody is even able to screenshot some goat head behind him on stage to caption it, Black Sheriff has now joined the Illuminati. It's a put off to some parents when their children come to tell them, I want to be a musician. And they ask you, who do you want to be? Black Sheriff. What say no? Who do you want to be? Sarkodie, who has also been tagged Illuminati. Who do you want to be? Jay-Z. Who do you want to be? Beyonce. Where we they will not allow you because they think that yes, if they should allow you and you also become successful, you might join whatever they don't want you to join.
Okay.
And certain vices that are in the space that some parents, yes, some parents don't want their ward to venture into, like certain lifestyle. That is very common in the space as well. Some of these things, conversations also have a way of affecting parents' psyche whenever their wards want to enter into such spaces. But my view would be that now it looks as if creatives have proven time and again that it is not everybody that your strict parenting can hinder. And you'll be some people will still break out of it. Yeah. My only advice would be that the moment your ward approaches you that, oh, I want to venture into this,
I have this talent in
me. Have this talent in me, or even when you spot it yourself, let's take the pain as parents to at least research and understand whatever they want to do, so we can equally guide them on the good or the bad path of it. Because if my child tells me that, oh, I want to be a musician, the first question I would ask is, who are you looking up to? If the person mentions, oh, I am looking up to so and so, now I check the person's background and I am able to, just like sex education, you are able to tell your child the dangers in what they are doing. So even if they are doing it or they decide to do it, they won't tread on the dangerous part of it. Just like social media that you've been advocating in recent times. Yes, we know social media has the good side and the negative side. But when your child picks the phone and starts going on social media and you lead the child, or you try to be ahead of the child to educate the child of the positive sides of social media, I believe that would be more beneficial to the person rather than just leaving the person. Because out of some parents giving up on their words because Oma can't win and their children went away, some children have also ended up, because they decided to follow their passion, have ended up in a bad way. That is also very evident in the space. So I believe that parents now can just learn ahead of or try to understand whatever their wards want to do, so they can equally guide them from that parenting side of the society.
Well, so it is my wish that one day we will all learn how to guide the young ones into the future that they want to have. I'm sure Davido, if the father had not finally consented to the fact that he wanted to do this, he would be somewhere seeing money, but would not be happy. And there are so many people like that. There are so many people who are working in key places, but they are not happy. They see money, all right. They are not happy. That's why some of these ladies, they will go and work corporate. The next day you hear she's doing gospel music. My bank adjustment na still nyakopon ehumi. Ebeye we de nyakopon inside so yes, it is my prayer that maybe in the near future, as this generation is also picking up their mantle, we who are at the helm of affairs will also see to it that now, if you want to do this, like Roland said, you just need some guidance, some mentorship, and you can do it. Just, we have to let you know the risk factor.
Of course.
That this is not a 100% deal. No. Again, it is a one-man win all deal. So if you work hard and you win, you take all. And if you don't work hard and you lose you are losing all. So I'm sure this is the kind of conversation we would have to be doing moving forward, so we don't get it wrong. Now, two related topics that I would want us to look at. Very, very related. And that's the reason why I kept them at the back, so we can hit them together and run away. Kwaku Manu has been in the news for some time. And he has been in the news because an interview that he had with Funny Face's ex, Vanessa, has been trending. Has been trending on so many grounds. Grounds that, hey, so all this while, Vanessa still wanted to spend time with Funny Face. So why didn't she allow then times when she was looking for that opportunity? It has been discussed and everyone is talking about it. We all remember what Funny Face had gone through, especially when issues of him wanting to see his children came up and the wife saying no, blah, blah, blah. We saw all these things. Once again, it did not happen. Then we also know how the father of Vanessa was at a point chasing Funny Face, giving him all the wotowotoporiously on TV and on radio. And today, this interview by Vanessa with Kwaku Manu has come out, and people are alleging that the lady really wants to go back to Kwaku Manu. How did she say it? The way she said it, does it really mean that she wants to go back to Funny Face? Let's go and watch this interview. When I come back, we're going to have a conversation. If you were to be in the shoes of Funny Face, would you accept her back into your life? That is one. And number two is that if you are to advise Funny Face on what to do, what would be your honest advice to him? Let's watch this interview. I'll be right back.
Me, I would love it, Senka, Mitiwe, or Zebia. Oh, I would love it, Senka, Mitiwe, or Zebia. Oh, and I've no more quaya for more bread, maybe debate to come me home, me home, happy I come down because pressure and wedding. And see, and I your parents, and your men kwana me boy. And to say, oh, call papa, mo papa, no ma ko hana, no swear who sa. Tina say jai wa hu swear who be. Okay. And to Musa Babaka, no afemo. Nene masa makwan na moko. And say normal, but me wanna say a year time. Sanana friend me say, oh, I'm a besebia weekend na holiday in Kariba mention. Why not?
Okay. As an oba could do our own Kariba could dinner what you mean.
Oh, so person na you do what fine. So person crying maybe any problem. Okay. In life, uju baby, you have to be matured. Okay. Who here say bia be man no dey be. There's everything. My baby and grab him. Say and you say bia 1 week be na 2 weeks be na call and change a problem. As a sachet. Kwaku is not my decision to make. Say na ya per se. Yet na. Or I made my mistake. No, I would not say be free nana. No. As I'm being a hypocrite. Say assembly 100%. Me for 50, no so for 50. Okay. That's I say. Me me dey or no so ye ne dey. And the kaboom. Me nya but say we nya but say ne the problems nearby. But as it stands right now, no. And I say she and answer who ye ho anche.
Okay, as a hu no.
What I say? Yeah, who ye ho anche. Okay. You understand? Yes. Once you be hold me you be na be 3-4 years, 5 years. Onim no to kasa me ne wo wa. Onim say na betimi aye. Ba ye anya sa. Ye share September, October na menyem.
Oh wow. Jana so.
Enti no.
That's what start be.
Well, so that was an interview with Vanessa and Kwaku Manu on Aggressive Interview. I'm sure the full interview is on Kwaku Manu TV. And ever since this interview was done, it has been really trending online. Meanwhile, in another video I saw some time ago, the same Vanessa lady was saying she was engaged. I'm sure at that time when she broke up with Funny Face, there was a bugaboo who came through to chop things small. Now, she's saying she's idle. There is no one in her life. What happened to the bugger? Let's watch that one briefly. Okay, so my director tells me he's sure going to provide that particular interview. But Ro, let me start. We can go now. Okay, let's watch it now. Okay.
I already have a husband.
I
made a post and somebody told me I was desperately looking for a husband.
Yeah.
No. Right. And I'm telling that person I already have a husband. If I show my wife. I have a husband, I'm not desperate. I'm not in need of a husband, I beg you. Wow. So
I know we're in the new ring.
Yeah, I take it off sponsor me to jump into no.
So you did a second wedding?
Not wedding.
Engagement.
Yeah,
give me a buzzer, give me a buzzer. Fratello, give her 1,000 gun salute, man.
Respect them girl called Benissa. They must put them come China. They dance all me time them say. Benissa.
Come sing for them, baby.
It is what it is.
Big ups to Mr. Frimpong. Yes, back from UK. Mr. Frimpong. Big ups to you.
I already have a husband, happily married.
And he's supporting this wedding.
Yeah, everything was by him.
Because now to open a business is not easy. You need a capital.
Yeah, Juma no Bianca and Joe don't need her. Yeah, Juma Bianca and Joe there. And I'm sure. Yeah, Juma. As a woman, don't let a man dictate for you. Do something for yourself. Uniska Krana have the mindset. It will be an address or wow. What do I dream? Padring tour. It will be this case show more. Be on the set. If I know this case,
Well, so that is the report so far. Ro, let's start this with you. I'm asking two questions. If you were Funny Face, would you accept her back into your life? Number two, what advice would you give to Funny Face concerning how the lady has started talking?
The first one would be no.
Okay.
The first one would be no. I wouldn't want to use the word if never was possible. I would have said never, but
never say never.
Yes, but because of that, I would just say no.
Okay.
Yes, anything can happen, but my desire would be no. Like not in any way. Yes, you can't take away the fact that they have certain kind of bond, which is even the children involved. That will forever remain, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. The children are the Omo properties, kind of, so it can equally bring them back together at any point in time. But for his sanity's sake, he shouldn't. If he has anything to do as a father, as a human being, as a man, his concentration should be on the children. Nothing more, nothing less. All these, how do you call it, comments coming from the lady, oh, if Funny Face wants to see his children, if Funny Face wants to do this, if Funny Face wants to do that. Funny Face doesn't need to see his children directly. Funny Face, for crying out loud, even has other family members. If indeed,
no, but I remember some years ago he was also crying to see them.
Yes.
According to him, even then, it was because he was not seeing the children. That's why he was having the episodes.
Exactly. Funny Face can affect the children even without seeing them. That's what I mean.
No.
Wait, never.
It is not.
Say if it is not, remember, when I watched the full interview, the lady did not said like emphatically that she wanted to go back, but I am tempted to side with the people who are alleging that she is trying.
She meant
that thing, because you see, if you come and tell me, oh, if she had said that, if Funny Face wants to see the children, I can send the children to him, so he also has his time with the children. Fine, and ended it there. I would have said, okay, that's what you mean. That's what you want.
But that's what she means.
But when you come and tell me, oh, even if Opesi a weekend or Honum cry, bet me the weekend.
Because of the children.
You see, that is, and we know these two people have certain kind of history, both good and bad. And in putting these two people together alone at certain places, any of these two things can happen, whether good or bad. And the good can lead to the bad. And if the bad even starts from there, so it is better for you to restrain some of these two people in these current times. Yes, we can have 1,001 reasons why they shouldn't come back again. But their top opinion in all these reasons will be Funny Face sanity. Yes, he's cool. He's okay now in the space. He's going about his normal stuff. But we all know some of these things and how things can trigger things back. We are all not correct in the space like that. And certain things trigger some of our emotions each and every day. So we try as hard as possible to stay away from it or even minimize our presence with those things. And to me, I feel the woman is one of Funny Face trigger points. whether good or bad. If she triggers him good, I know definitely it will lead him to some of these things that we don't want to see funny face. So just for his sanity's sake, and for him to still go ahead and even have the energy to still even affect the lives of the children, it is better, like the Bible said, to go to heaven with an amputated arm than to go to hell with 2 full hands. So I believe funny face can still affect the children if indeed she's now ready. Hand or tense, now she wants to send the children to funny face. Nobody would prevent her. She can equally do that. And even if she still doesn't have a way to approach funny face, like I was saying, funny face has family members. Obetime they are in Kolana for funny face sister, funny face mama. And I believe even with that practice, funny face can equally have access to the children. You don't need to take the children directly to funny face for funny face to have access to the children. You can equally do these things, and it will bring back that bond in the manner one, and he can get access to his children. But what part here? Yes, there will get in it.
But you see, there is something you have missed or you are missing.
Okay.
Until funny face allows the lady into his life, the lady cannot pass anywhere.
I know.
Because that's why when he said he can go and give it to.
Oh yes.
At the moment, funny face has the final answer. If funny face says no, the lady cannot go to funny face mother. The lady cannot go to funny face sister, because as it stands now, when there were issues, they even clashed.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So for funny face there, the lady can come and say, oh, I am trying to reach funny face and he is not minding me. That thing can come up. It came up with Michy. When she said she was trying to reach Shatawale and she's not getting Shatawale because of for majesty's sake. The lady, after saying this, tomorrow can just wake up and say, I am trying to. One said another can, me person minyayanka and kolana kono no so mako hane kakra. So he also knows how it's nasi yese. So she can come and tell us that she's finding difficult in bringing up these children, and she needs that support from Funny Face.
But she didn't complain of Funny Face not being irresponsible.
No. So you
not being responsible.
Not being responsible. So you clearly see, say, Funny Face as a normal person probably is doing what he's supposed to do, but she's just trying to worm her way into the situation again, and that is what me, dear. I will go to Atria Mountains, fast for 40 days, 40 nights, and pray it doesn't happen.
Well, let me go to Kobe Josban. Kobe,
boss.
I know this one, there's a big one for you, but you handle it.
Yeah, for sure. I am going to handle it. Brass, I mean, like, I want to be careful with my words. Me boy fupa.
Hey,
yeah, sure.
The
same way I Chemo can say Asemba Minyabutre. Asemba Yamume Nyabutre. Asemba Yamumi Nyabutre. What's Asemba Mika? Me boy fupa brasami. Asemba Mumi Nyabutre.
Achipalago nane buta fupa.
Now me, I will never tell Fanny say Uncle Lady Nenchen. Do you know why?
No.
Do you know why?
No.
Say Funny Face by now, so I bought that man. And Kobano, I can say, or call Funny chances.
That be.
So Nini Jay, no, and I, in life, no, ever done miserable. Like, would the lady still consider, say, she still wants to, see Funny Face or still want to be with him?
No.
And that is it. And now she is saying, say, she wants to take the kids to Funny Face. What prevented her from not allowing Funny Face to see the kids when he asked for that?
That time not.
That time there was an issue.
You see, when these are ladies, they don't do their things right, and it comes back to haunt them. That is when they want to play a sympathy role here. Say Funny Face, Brasami, I'll never encourage say she go.
I bought it yesterday.
I know.
And I need to so bad.
Yeah. The spirit is in.
And before I sum up, most ladies, just like my boss will say, are attracted to success and money. That is it.
For sure.
Every man should know. So irrespective of everything that you have, you tell you I love you, I care. At the end of the day, if they love, there's nothing like money in it. Love never tackle.
Forget.
I told you idea. Big Joe Hako. I mean, kind of crazy. Sometimes near my be or high. What they are so high. When the whole thing happened, we expected the two families to have even sat down and address issue amicably. What was those family doing? Everybody was trying to play a clean card to protect his or her word. Right now, ne papa to be able funny face. On the one, in same way, what the APR about IP. Today you are sitting, saying he said the same man that you trashed long ago said a whole lot of stuff about him. You want. Thinking that in Kolano, now first now I can say on Manu and I'm fascinated to not Munyansa or Hunyansa and Kolao.
Oh, two blows, two blows.
Oh no, brass, I mean, like sometimes near maybe have Muminya with three. And secondly, one thing I want to hammer on it.
Okay.
Or can say she's engaged. So what happened now? And go ye the old baby. Yeah, my buffon point and coffin and I'm going to tell you my fans.
Fratello can who? Fratello. Fratello.
The whole thing is not annoying.
My name is Fratello.
No, like we shouldn't encourage that. Manu, ya munya butre. She be my bet menya 70 years. He can still marry.
Oh yeah.
See, I'm putting the IFM was Onyisa and your sister. I was on 15 years old. Professor, or 25.
Of course.
Say 78 against 30 years. How should difference?
Munya be 60. No, I offer 25.
That's a cash no.
Yeah. Into Ober come out and say the good offers will come, you reject it. Trying to use quotes to see when they are messing up, they will get quotes to defend their stupidity. But when it will go around and hunt against them, that is when they tend to be a motivational speakers. But when they turn 30, 40,
well, my man Vex. Chabo.
Yeah.
2 questions to you as well.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, could be just one both.
Yeah, you know, it vex, man.
And I'm not surprised. I mean, this thing happens
to
it happens to men all the time. I mean, if you are a man, and even you are successful at a point, and then things go bad, it's likely you will lose some of your relations, and one it be a tire fast pie, or if you have a wife or even in a relationship, girlfriend, that kind of thing, or be there first. In fact, some of them they get influence from outside and they will take such decision and check not after or more as I know. I think it been a lady when you listen or watch her utterances at the time that there were issues. And look at the way she's talking now. You can clearly see that.
This time, no, video, no, son.
No, yeah, as a year he or boy could be. Now, heard there's a see our Kasana. It's not only coming from her regretting, it's about some form of advice being so you can see. Saying, heard there's a see our Kasana. If it were left to her alone at that time, and on maybe or yeah, but I'm going to be motivating or actually. Some people were talking to her, oh, don't mind him, don't go back, he's not good for you and all that. But now that things have turned, those people, they are not advising her again. She is now advising herself and talking like this. I mean, for you to say that you are married and then even say, okay, not normal married, but you are engaged. At that time, you had ring and all that.
No, I mean, she said, "I would treat myself
but later, when they pushed her, she said it was an engagement sort of. Yes, it was all lies, but just to put face or just to show people that you are fine. Forget about funny face. I'm moving on. That kind of thing. And now, you won't get funny face kind of people. Simple like that too. So when you get somebody like that, at the point we all knew or we saw that funny face wasn't well. So you have to take your time and decide well, or based on that. I mean, if he was okay like he is now and he was behaving like that, then you can say, okay, I can't live with such a behavior, so I'm moving on. But at the time that we all knew, or you also knew that he's sick or he's not well, I mean, something wasn't right, why do you then go your way? And now that he's okay, you are coming back. What if it happens again? What if something triggers and something is not going well? Are you all going to run away? And what even if you were part of the problem? It's because of the issue that you had with him. That's why he went that direction. I mean, there are so many questions that you will not have answers to now. But I think Funny Face will get good advice. He will also advise himself. I don't want to be straight and say no, but looking at the way I'm talking, I think Funny Face will get my position on this. So
maybe I said no.
Okay.
I said no.
Okay. I think Funny Face should take a better decision, and I will only advise him to take care of his kids. I mean, that one. Don't run away from it.
Yes,
do whatever it takes to take care of your kids. I mean, that's it. But connecting with the lady there, or yeah, he should think about it. Yeah.
I think those who have watched my video, you know, I said almost the same thing my panel members here have said. It is very, very dicey. Just that you cannot trust us.
No.
If one day this girl should get small chance and shake the ass more, the girl to her ass is soft fine. Shaking it a crab, you know, was so not Funny Face.
You cannot trust us. You can't trust us.
Yeah, man, but Funny Face should dig hard.
Yeah.
This is a huge trick. And he needs to be very careful how he handles this. Else, now in another development, we are closing in just about some 5 minutes. In another development, Shatta Michy is still talking. After her recent encounter with Medikal, the lady thinks that she has not regretted and will never even try to apologize to anybody. And that whatever she did, she meant it. And she will maybe, given the chance, even do it again. Because according to her, what she's going through, it is deeper than blood. Is that what I'm going through? It is not easy, the pressure. It is deeper than blood. Now, I'm looking at the two conversations from both women. And it looks like they're all saying the same thing. Vanessa thinks she's going through a lot. What's her name? Michy is also saying she's going through a lot. Saying recently, Majesty got hurt and she had to. Charlie, well, let's watch her. When we come back, we are closing the about some 7 minutes.
Who he is as a person, character, personality, mindset. Michy. I understand and know who he is as a person. I understand and know who he is as a person. Character, personality, mindset. Michy. You, however, have no right whatsoever. So we'll come one once and it's a delicate matter.
That's what did I say?
You understand? It's deeper than that. A few days ago I told you my son got injured badly, both legs. Yeah. So once in a while, my main friend
go. What to say?
Mama, once in a while, my main friend go. Energies, bad energy.
Inti, you don't regret why they're now here? No?
I don't. I really don't. You know. Now, why'd you call it an attack? The man fans beyond control.
Come on, fans.
One year.
But sir, we are not saying you F language, you know.
The FF there, and I saw no show ki cancel. And Kabema there.
I don't know. So, catch yourself.
Talking, murmuring, and you know.
What's you went to say? Ochire muchire. I'm like, go here, no video, no. There was a flashback of the video, no. What can I say? Island.
And sorry, Sammy, but this issue is delicate. I mean, can't watch them. Baby daddy.
What can I say? Island.
And sorry, Sammy, but this issue is delicate. I mean, can't watch them. Baby daddy. Character, personality, mindset. I understand and know who he is as a person. Character, personality, mindset. Michy. You, however, have no right whatsoever. So we'll come on once and it's a delicate matter.
That's what did I say?
You understand? It's deeper than that. A few days ago I told you my son got injured badly, both legs. Yeah. So once in a while, my main fan go.
What to say?
Mama Chio, once in a while, my main fan go. Energy, bad energy.
Well, we are closing. Chamo, speak and some two minutes conversation. Let's close. Our time is up.
Yeah, I think Michy was just going around the issue. She couldn't address the attack, as we call it. She was saying that, well, at the end of the day, she said that she has matured. The pressure is on her, so it do be I want to do good. Yeah, you don't do that. I mean, it can backfire. Yeah, I mean, we are all praising Medikal for his conduct on that day. If not the way he conducted himself, it could have also brought different things all together. So you don't just put your pressure on people like that. And I think if even there's a pressure on her, she's part of getting that pressure. That's why at some point, I remember I said it here, that there are some people who are genuinely poor, but there are some people who choose to be poor. Yes, it's based on your decisions.
Your choices.
Yes, if you decide to buy an iPhone, and you don't have, you can buy maybe 2 or 3 square meals a day. It's because you have decided to buy an iPhone, not because you are poor, you can't afford food or something like that. So it's your decision. So if you decide not to allow certain people around your child, you should know that it comes with a cost. I mean, Shatta Wale has said it publicly that he's not getting chance, or he has no access to the child. So it will cost you as a mother if you are not allowing that. And if you are allowing that, yes, tell us that no, what Shatta Wale is saying is not true. But based on what we have heard or what we have seen, it's not like that. Shatta Wale has said it publicly. And you are not saying that he's lying. Just that you still come back and say that he is not taking responsibility. Any parents say, so
I want to do it.
I want to do it. I'm not getting the chance. So it's not about say on person obey. Now the only one we can point to is you, that you are not allowing it. And if you are allowing it, we will see it. You can come out with an evidence, like the school fees instance. You can come out with a receipt or a report from the school. I've given it to Shatta Wale. You can send him an email. Let's say he won't see the email. Send him a WhatsApp. Let's say he won't see the WhatsApp. Send him, send it to somebody closer to him to deliver. Yes. And so later, if Shatta is not doing it, then you can say that, oh, I sent the fees bill to Sammy Flex to even give to Shatta Wale. After trying to reach him, I wasn't getting him. This is what I did. And that way, it will be clear, no ambiguity here. So if you are not doing that, then don't come out and complain, and even go out and unleash your stress on somebody else. I mean, it's not a good practice. I would say she should stop that. And what she did, it wasn't good. And I would advise her to apologize. And if she will not apologize, fine. But going forward, she shouldn't try that again. Maybe she will not be lucky as she was, yes, that day.
Well, Kobe, 2 minutes. Our time is up.
All right, so I think personally, I'm not too surprised about that because that very day when the whole thing started, I was there. Yeah. And the attack started from you. You managed to swerve yours.
Oh, of course.
So when I heard
tactical,
when I heard it moved from you to Medikal, I was like, oh, that was a clear attempt to defend something. But sometimes, I mean, so what's some yet? They now kasa too much. So I think the talking is too much. And as a course of in the course of talking, there are certain things that you are not even expected to say. You might say. And two wrong can never be right.
Never.
Yes, you've wrong one way or the other. He was also, he has also wrong the other way around. So they should let the differences go and find a way to smoke the peace pipe. And more or less to collab him. If they don't want to come together, find a better way to build an environment. And this
they're coming together. There is a high possibility.
And
it's just a matter of the two of them thinking straight, keke.
Yeah.
They're coming together. They small in a.
So just as you are saying,
a lighter. They are so easy.
So they should do things right. And right now there is more pressure on Michy because Michy, you know you're bad. And right now the Shatta na what me on and aye bibino. There is a high expectation, say, before an obenya bema fofwa, you should either get someone that is higher than Shatta. Or below Shatta, there will be a whole lot of talkability. So I think on putting Yama right now, almost certain differences because Kasane Dawson, yes, Akolano Dutch. Akolano Dutch na moha. But let me chip this one in. Nyambwa Sunday, 28th of this month is Atara Praise. Happening at
this Sunday.
Yes. Violation at Ghana Tertiary Commission's auditorium. So we calling on everybody to try and make time possible.
What time?
It's 4 p.m. sharp. Okay. And we having all the big people in the industry, the likes of PAC, Perez Music, with J and the man himself, Atara himself. So come, let's support. And let me say kudos to my people supporting me too, and to Anointed Electricals. Come get your quality and affordable generator.
You guys.
Your
nation's blogger.
Your now that the light has been going off, but now I need a thing.
Today's self cry, and I mean them. One of my guys be the talk. We get 1.5 kVA where we want. Do the servicing and everything complete. Then we give you an invoice. So that one they will come. For no shame. I did that.
An invoice.
No. Like
invoice.
Invoice. Sammy.
Anointed Electrical. No invoice. Bring it. We also do something in return for you.
Yes. Oh, I believe in you.
When they bring it, when they bring it, we also do something in return for them. We also advertise them.
I believe in you.
So let them bring it.
Today I was having a conversation with one.
Please do it. Because now the way the light has been doing we did it.
And with our services too, top notch.
Bring it and let's talk about it.
I trust you.
For message, Nico. I say yeah, change. Bro, I got 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Michy is true. I like the fact that she has admitted that she's going through a lot of pressure. Social pressure is one. Personal pressure is also another one. And she's going through a lot. That one there, nobody should underrate that she's going through a lot. Nobody who is not under pressure would come out and react the way she did with Medikal. No. She's going through a lot, and some of them are her decisions. Some of them are also circumstances that we find ourselves into. Yes, I believe the circumstances that she found herself into is a contributing factor, and some decisions as well from her. Because you see, she's under a lot of social pressure because she's carved a certain niche for herself, and she's created an animal for herself, and she needs to feed that animal. And that is the social pressure. So in taking certain decisions like, okay, me, I can be okay without you, I can do everything without you, I can take responsibility without you, it comes with a lot. It comes with a lot. So even in choosing the next partner or even the next relationship, there's that societal pressure that you need to beat. and nobody is directly giving you a marking scheme. But one or two amount. She's also, I believe, is also under financial pressure. We know being in this space is not easy, and especially when you assume certain status. Michy, yes, we know she's an ordinary person. She's just a normal person like anybody else. But certain level of status and premium that society has put on her, she can't just dress anyhow. She can't just appear anyhow. She can't even sit in just any car. You understand? And all these things come at a cost too. I am talking even about her, not even about her. Now, the economic factor even transcending to the child. Since you've decided to tell everybody you are okay, whether psychologically okay, financially okay, and everything, the school that you even take the child to, you can't just take him to the school that I went to. You can't just take the child to any school anyhow. It has to be a certain level of school. And so school now, if you are school fees 10,000, you are recovered.
I'm out 3 months.
So you can clearly imagine she's going through lots of pressure. But I can only advise her, like Chemo said, Charlie, you can, yes, everybody is going through a lot. She thinks medical, even if what she's alleging in a medical she thinks medical doesn't have his own problems. And if that day you met him at the wrong time, in his mood times, and not reacting in a certain way, I know so many people wouldn't look at the cause, but would want to focus on the reaction. And unfortunately, it will be so. And maybe she might not be lucky next time when she wants to release. It's a medical so can say medical so reacting so when also can say now fella so man pressure and also pressure on so the big J good meet so and can medical so I fair. No, nobody would say that. So sometimes yes, let's try and take certain form of decisions and minimize the way you react in certain situations. I believe these two stories are very identical. The last two stories that we treated. That you realize that there are certain decisions that these people are basing on societal pressure and only taking side decisions. Left to them alone, I'm not sure they would have advised themselves that way. But because of societal pressure, the certain form of advice is real munyan. That is also another contributing factor. And I like also my final one would be the fact that also we're mature. The facts also we're mature. Sometimes some of these things come back to hit us. You take certain decisions now. You're mature now, you do things for normal. Higher or tense. And I pray she's able to find a very good solution to some of the things. Whatever has happened yet has already happened. The way forward is what is important. And so far all is not lost. Like we said, there's between her and Shatta there, it's just an eyeball away.
But a brain so cool.
I say
a brain cool.
A brain in himself. It is just an eyeball away. So she should try and resent some of her
time. Wait for no man.
Yes.
And this time around, time wait for no woman same way. So if you have any decision to take it now. Special thanks to Intibdo Solomon Chemo, Kobe Josman, the nation's blogger, Roland Amate, to Digital Rasta Currency on our camera, Richie Flex, editor, director of the show. My name is Sammy Flex. I'll see you in our next video, but drop your comments, share your opinion on any of the issues we have discussed here. And if you have not subscribed to us, this is where you become part of the family, because Sundays we interact with all our subscribers from all over the world. Between 7 and 9 p.m. you get to appear live on the TV, and we do it together as always. My name is Sammy Flex. We are out of here. Good night.